Good morning, guys and gals. This is Skipper Vic Warrington with your Thursday morning fishing report. And I'm undercover at the moment because it's raining out here in Melkbosstrand, which is, I don't know whether a good thing or a bad thing for the farmers, but of course the northwesterly wind and the westerly wind is absolutely fantastic for us West Coasters. So I'm really looking forward to the next week or two. Hopefully she will stay southwesterly or a little bit more west, which of course will encourage the pelagic fish to come down from Port Nolloth and the Nibba area and start coming down the west coast. 2 days ago I went on a charter to Dassen Eiland with a boat alone out there, and it was sadly still extreme red tide, really bad, and we saw very few marks. Between the dop and the kalkwind, we picked up probably 2 or 3 marks, which is probably a resident yellowtail lying very deep, but no sign of any snook at all, nothing whatsoever. That is, I reckon, for the next week or so, Dassen is going to be a little bit of a no-go area. I did go towards southwesterly reef and found greener water, which was a little bit more encouraging. The water temperature was 11.2 degrees. On the eastern side of the island, but towards southwesterly reef and Protea Rock, we were kind of picking up roughly around about 12.5 degrees. But definitely not worth launching unless you want some fresh air and you would like to just go and see the island. There's no life around that island, not with that red tide. But anyway, what was very encouraging is on my way back on the R27 from Azefontein to Melkbos, I spotted 2 commercial boats direction north, obviously up towards the west coast. So I wouldn't imagine they are going anywhere else but to maybe St. Helena or one of those places, Lambert's Bay maybe, to just go and park their boats, because I think it's going to happen pretty soon with all these low pressures coming through right now. But unfortunately, as from Sunday, the southeaster starts coming through. It's not going to be outrageously strong. I think it may be a bit too strong for Cape Point. But as far as the west coast is concerned, it's looking pretty good, because the southeaster is pretty full offshore. And I'm hoping to try and find a couple of guys and head off to the Dassen Gat tomorrow. It's going to be between 4 knots and 9 knots maximum by around about 1 or 2 o'clock. There's nothing promising out there. The warm water is quite far out, but as they say in the classics, no line in the water, no fry. So I'm in a position where I can hop on my boat anytime, charter or no charter. My wife is keeping the economy together at the factory, so win-win. So as far as Cape Point is concerned, nothing really happening there at the moment. Completely blown out southeaster. If there is a bit of a gap, maybe very early in the morning, head off to Blowkrans or maybe to Groendam and see if you can find an odd snook or 2. I believe there are still a couple of snooks loitering around across there. Otherwise, just keep on looking for a couple of birds a little bit further out. I would imagine a little bit more southwest, you might find some yellowtail, or even go towards the nearer Amadump, or of course to Rocky Banks, which is always an exciting place to go and visit. Doesn't look too exciting because of the southeaster, but as far as Straits is concerned, of course it's still cooking in Straits Bay. Everything that floats is out after the yellowtail, and if there's no yellowtail, of course some days there are, some days there aren't. That is fishing. You can always go and look for some nice bottom fish. Always exciting out there. And that's about it for today. Let's hope that this red tide can just move out and give Azefontein a bit of an opportunity. The commercials, a couple of them are still sleeping late and just hanging around waiting for some information, but sadly it's not looking good. So that's all for this Thursday. Have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the sport, and kop met die dop en sê vir jou maar as jy visie.